Hey everyone, welcome. We're going to give everyone a couple minutes to join, and just letting you know, we appreciate your participation today, and we're going to get started at 3:05. Hi Marie, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you. Hi Hong, I see you too, thank you. We're going to get started in a few minutes.
Hi.
Hi Angela, thank you for joining.
Hi.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining. We're still going to give everyone a few more minutes to join, so we'll get started at 3:05 today. Okay, hi everyone, good afternoon and happy Thursday. Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedules. We are excited to have you join us today for Navigating City Contracting Opportunities presented by LA County Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez. If you happen to need technical assistance throughout the workshop, please feel free to reach out to Mildred Melendez. She will drop her email in the chat shortly. We also have Carla Talisi, Contractor Development Manager with Meriwether and Williams here today, and she will go ahead and answer any of your important questions at the end of today's presentation. So look forward to the Q&A. So let's dive into today's agenda. First, we have Lakeisha Bearden, who will provide our welcoming remarks for Councilwoman Rodriguez's team. We have Marie Rumsey, Chief of Staff with the City of LA's Councilmember Monica Rodriguez, who has been a strong supporter of helping small and diverse businesses. Then Lakeisha Bearden will provide the benefits and services provided with CDAP. Next, we will hear from Janet Ramirez, Finance Analyst with Meriwether and Williams, who will speak on a brand new program, the Contractor Finance and Assistance Program. We also get to personally hear from the CDAP contractors, and today we have a testimonial from Jacqueline Pruitt, President and CEO of Marvella Steel Placers, and they'll speak on their company's journey and success. And we'll get to hear insightful presentations, including opportunities from our partners at LAWA, BCA, and POLA. So let the workshop begin. That being said, I'd like to introduce Lakeisha Bearden, Director of Program Development for the Regional Contractor Development and Bonding Program with Meriwether and Williams, the administrator for this program. Lakeisha?
Thank you, Vivian. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy to have you all here today. Welcome to Navigating Contracting Opportunities with Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez. My name is Lakeisha Bearden. I am the Director of Program Development for Meriwether and Williams Insurance Services. We administer the Regional Contractor Development and Bonding Program on behalf of the City of Los Angeles, LA Metro, and the County of Los Angeles. We're really excited to be conducting this workshop today in partnership with Councilwoman Rodriguez, and excited to have all of you here today as well, especially those of you who are small businesses. We understand that your time is precious, and so this event is really meant to provide you with information regarding the types of procurement opportunities that are available to you in the various agencies, as well as their small business programs that are available to you as a small business, and then providing you with just tools and resources that will help you gain and grow your capacity as you're pursuing work in public construction. But before we get started today, I want to take a moment to introduce Council Member Monica Rodriguez, Chief of Staff, Marie Rumsey. Marie Rumsey's impressive qualifications and remarkable experience are an inspiration to many. Her unwavering commitment to public service, her dedication to her work have earned her the position of Chief of Staff for Monica Rodriguez, the Councilwoman of the 7th District. Marie's academic achievements in political science and government from Loyola Marymount University, her master's degree in humanities and humanistic studies from Mount St. Mary's College of California have equipped her with the necessary skills and knowledge to excel in her field of work. Her journey is a testament to the fact that with hard work, dedication, and passion for serving others, one can achieve great things. Please welcome Marie Rumsey.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for the kind introduction, Lakeisha. Welcome to our virtual outreach workshop, Navigating City Contracting Opportunities. Today, you'll hear about the City Contractors Development and Bonding Program, the certification process, and upcoming construction projects with Public Works, POLA, and LAWA. The city's Contractor Development and Bonding Program is designed to expand your capacity as a contractor and encourage your participation in construction projects throughout Los Angeles. This webinar is a great opportunity for you to learn and take advantage of the valuable resources available to you free of cost. And more opportunities are here. We hope today's workshop will help you maximize your business growth. Sign up and become part of the program. Thank you for your participation today.
Thank you, Marie. We appreciate your support and dedication to the small and diverse contracting community. I think we can go to the next slide, Vivian. Next slide. So a little bit about Merriweather. We are by license a commercial property and casualty risk management consulting firm. We've been in business for 27 years now. We're headquartered in San Francisco, and we have programs throughout the state of California. What we're best known for is our contractor development and bonding programs that we administer. And we really have a keen understanding of exactly some of the obstacles and hurdles that most small businesses go through as they're navigating the public entity space, as well as just being an entrepreneur. Next slide, sorry. So a little bit about our contractor development and bonding programs. They're really designed to reduce the barriers of bonding, as well as access to capital and contract financing. We do that through our 4 pillars of contractor development. That's our assessment and technical assistance, bonding, contract financing and project assistance, education and training, and contract support, and our prime partnership program. And we'll talk a little bit about that as we go through the workshop. Next slide, please. But before we get started with that, what is bonding and why is it important? You obviously hear that in the title of the program services that we provide, but it's more geared towards, it's mandated by law. Any projects that exceed or $100,000 require bonding, especially when you're bidding to a public entity. So that's why it's so important and critical for small businesses to understand what it is, how it impacts them, why it's necessary in order to grow and evolve in this field when you're doing public construction. One of the things that makes it different than insurance is you have to qualify. Unlike insurance, you don't necessarily have to qualify. You can just pay your premium, but for bonding, you have to qualify. Yet there are 3 parties associated with bonding, and that's the obligee, which is the owner who's requiring the bond. You have the principal, who is the purchaser of the bond, and the individual who's required to pay, to perform the work. And then you have the surety, who is backing the bond and backing the principal, basically the individual, which would be you, the contractor, that's saying, hey, I'm guaranteeing that this contractor will perform the work according to the contract. So that's the 3-party agreement between the obligee, the principal, and the surety. Again, it's not like insurance. You must qualify. So that's why it's important. There's a for you as a small business to understand that you have to go through an extensive underwriting process, which is where we come in. We have been working with sureties throughout the past 27 years that want to see small businesses grow, that want to provide the resources and support services to small businesses. Bonding is also used as a mechanism for pre-qualification for some prime contractors. So it really is advantageous, especially as you're moving into the public sector, to really have an understanding of what is required to be bondable, and to continue to work to ensure that you're growing your capacity by working on projects within the public sector. Next slide. So again, some of the program services that we offer, if you currently don't have a broker, if you currently don't have a bond line, we can work with you to obtain a bond line. Also, if you currently have a broker, we can work with that broker to give them an understanding of the programs and the program support that we offer to possibly increase your current bonding capacity. Our technical assistance and bonding services are just that. We offer one-on-one consultation, assessments. We provide you with a work plan so that you are able to map your way through the public sector. We have our contract-based financing. A little bit about Vivian had mentioned, it's a new program. We actually been conducting this service for I believe the past 2 years. So it is relatively new, but it's something that small businesses really need especially when they're trying to ensure that mobilization is taking place, that they're able to get those payments out to their subs, their workers. Access to capital is critical. We have our agency collateral support. So that's a big part of our program that I want to share with all of you is that we do provide $250,000 collateral support for a maximum of $250 or 40% of the contract value. So that's another resource to the services that we add when we're providing collateral support on projects that are within our public agency's jurisdiction. We do also, if CPA prepared financial statements are required from your broker, we give a subsidy of $3,200. And we also provide a weekly, what we call a weekly LA Contractor Weekly. This really is designed to provide small businesses with information as to what's going on in the local contracting community, the outlets, outreach events, training opportunities, upcoming bids. This is really designed to be a one-stop shop. We understand as a small businesses, you're navigating different procurement portals, trying to find what new projects are out there. The LA Contractor Weekly is disseminated on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. It really is, again, designed to make this a one-stop shop for you after a long, busy day. You can kind of scroll and identify opportunities for networking. Next slide. So we talked a little bit about our assessment and work plan. So when you enroll in the program, you will be assigned a dedicated account manager. That account manager would sit with you, kind of get an understanding of your business, some of the services that you offer, you provide, and then also just some of your goals, short and long-term goals, so that we can make sure that we're positioning you for growth. We'll provide a work plan. That work plan outlines some of the things that we have been recommend for small businesses because we've been working with them for over 2 decades, really designed to say, if you don't have, for example, certification, if you haven't registered with DIR, really just guiding you through what we know will be needed for you to be contract ready with the public agencies in your local community. We also provide contractors with a contractor profile. This is much like a capability statement. It's really designed to help contractors market themselves. There's a lot of networking events going on. There's a lot of project opportunities that are out there. And companies want to do business with people they know and people who have experience in this area and can represent themselves well. So we do help contractors put together contractor profiles as a marketing tool so that they can continue to market their business professionally. We help with certification assistance. We do document bid review. Basically, if you are bidding on a project that's within the city of Los Angeles, LA Metro, or the county of Los Angeles, we will be your extra set of eyes. We'll help you review that doc, make sure that you've crossed all your T's, dotted all your I's. What we do not do is provide you with numbers. We look to you as the subject matter expert. And so the budgeting of the budget that you put together should be something that's very created by you, the subject matter expert. And we're just there to make sure that all the documents are completed, any notaries that are required. Again, just being your extra set of eyes. Our contract completion support. So say, for example, you've been on a project, you're awarded, and there's collateral support that's issued. We do make sure that we monitor that project from completion to ending, from start to finish. We want to make sure that you finish that project successfully so that you can go on to bigger and better project opportunities. So if, and it's also a way for us to make sure that the collateral that was given on behalf of the public agency, that we'll monitor that as well. So it really is a win-win situation for you and for the public entity. We host monthly workshops and coaching. We have our construction training academy. We're actually in one currently. This is what we call our bidding and estimating and our contract award and management. It's a 6-week immersion training on how to bid for particular agencies. For example, we are doing one with the LA Metro. So how did you work specifically with Metro? And so we go through a 6-week immersion training on that. The same for contract award and management. This is really, once I get the contract, once it's awarded, how do I manage that project successfully to a successful close? Our prime partner program is something that we find that is critical to the success of small businesses, because a lot of times you'll be bidding as subcontractors. To be able to understand what large primes are looking for in terms of pre-qualification, in terms of the type of products and services that they procure is important when we're building those relationships. Our prime partners often assist us with hosting our training academies as well as our workshops. They're designed to really be in small groups so that the businesses have an opportunity to network amongst themselves and really get to know the prime contractors. And next slide. So I'm going to hand off to my colleague, Janet Ramirez. She is our contract-based financing analyst, and she'll go into a little bit more detail about our contract-based financing assistance program, CFAP.
Thank you, Lakeisha. Again, my name is Janet Ramirez. I am the contract-based financing analyst for our program, CFAP, which is the Contract Financing Assistance Program. So just a little background on the program. So the program has been in Los Angeles for about 2 years now. So we're still trying to kind of get contractors to get pre-qualified. But before I kind of go into the details in regards to what you need to do in order to qualify for a loan, this is contract-based finance. So all of this is project specific. So you would be able to qualify for a loan if you do have an awarded contract. So it is geared for smaller businesses, which allows contractors to use their awarded contract as their collateral. So it is a job-specific type of financing. So a few things to know is you must be enrolled into our contract development and bonding program. You must be an SBE. We do encourage you to, get pre-qualified. And what that means is really, although you may or may not have an awarded contract, pre-qualification is really just collecting all of your documentation in regards to your background and organization, collecting those financial statements. If you need assistance with, preparing financial statements because you are new in business, we do offer that assistance as well. Making sure you have a business plan. So all of those things we will need prior to funding a loan. So that would be the pre-qualification phase. So we like to say is, once we collect all that documentation, it really is, we're pre-qualifying you to be considered for that loan because we don't have the awarded contract. But as you're getting pre-qualified, we do encourage you to work with us. If you are interested in bidding for a project, we can kind of help you incorporate the cost of the loan into the bid. So we do have a specific type of contracts that we would be able to finance, and it would be construction contracts or any professional services related to construction. And the funds that you are approved for are allocated. So it is approved per project and for that project only. So for example, if you were to get approved for $200,000, you would only be able to use those funds specifically for the project that we approved. And then again, as mentioned, the contract is your account receivable. We do use that as your collateral. So the progress payments that come in is what we use to kind of make sure that, you are going to be able to repay the loan. So currently we can go up to a max of 250, also up to 350, depending on the scope of the project and how large it is. So it is per project only. And then the money is released to you upfront. Is not released to you upfront. So we can go ahead and, release it in tranches. So example, you were approved for 200,000, but let's say you only need $50,000 to kind of make sure that you cover those materials for the first portion or first few months. Then we will only go ahead and release what is needed, so you don't accumulate that interest on there. And then with these loans, because we are working with public agencies, we do require third-party funds administration. So if you are awarded a project with the City of LA or any of our sponsors, County, Metro, LAWA, we would go ahead and subsidize the third-party funds administration fee. And how that works is you can kind of really see it as your backup in regards to making sure that everything is getting paid. So we like to say, first, with those funds, we're going to go ahead and pay all of your bills. So it goes back to materials, any labor that you might need to pay your fringe benefits, any leased or rented equipment pertaining to the project, we can go ahead and pay those bills. Once we've paid, your bills, and then we've gotten, let's say, a progress payment in at this time, then we will go ahead and maybe go ahead and send a payment to the lender, depending on how the deal has been structured. So sometimes when you do get the loan, you can do monthly interest payments only until, the loan has matured. Or we can go ahead and set it up where you'll go ahead and pay a huge lump sum at the end of the loan. So it just really depends how the loan is structured. And then once we go ahead and pay the lender, we'll go ahead and provide you with the profit that you made off that job. And while you have your profit, since the lender is being paid throughout the entirety of the project, you'll pay off the loan by then. And then the most interesting question or most asked question that we get is, what is the interest rate and what are the fees associated to it? We would like to say that it is competitive with market rate. So currently, we work with PACE, which is one of our lenders, and the interest rate on that is a 9.5 interest rate plus a 1% fee, which is for the third-party funds administration. And although the 9.5% might seem high, most contractors usually pay for material and equipment on credit cards, and usually those interest rates are about 25 to 30%. So it really does benefit the contractor when you get the loan, especially if you work with us ahead of time. We can go ahead and incorporate all of the costs of the loan into your bid. And then third-party funds administration, all the fees would really come off of the loan proceeds. So this would really help your credit score just because this is reported to the credit bureau. So this would ultimately not just help you fund your project, but it will go ahead and also, build your credit score so you can, eventually graduate onto being able to be banked at a commercial lender. And then what you'll learn throughout the skills is not just really about us providing you with the loan, like, here you go. What we do is we'll make sure that you understand your contract. We'll understand that you're really incorporating all of the, your general conditions and, just helping you create that bid. So we're including everything. Once you have a bid, we'll create or help you create a job cost breakdown. And with that job cost breakdown, we'll go ahead and create a cash flow projection for you. And what that will do is really just paint a picture in regards to where you're at, how much money we would need to loan you, and just the duration of the project. And, while you're completing the project, we also provide the field support services. So if there's any type of issues or additional assistance that you may need on the field regarding that project, we will go ahead and offer that as well. So our goal is to get you pre-qualified just in case, you do get that awarded contract. We can just go ahead and, get the ball rolling and talking to the lender. But ultimately, our goal is to, get you bankable with a traditional lender so you can, apply for a larger line of credit so you can attain those larger projects. And next slide.
Thanks, Janet. Quickly, Janet, real quick, I wanted to just kind of piggyback on what you were saying in terms of graduating and being able to be commercially bankable. How many contractors so far in the program have kind of graduated outside of this model?
Yeah, so there's been about 25% of the contractors who have graduated onto larger banks. So they have been able to get, lines of credits of, anywhere between 500,000, which is a lot if you're a small contractor that you're just starting off, comparing to loans that they had attained with us that range from 75,000 to $100,000. So it's really does help you, and it helps you prepare. It helps the contractor prepare themselves to kind of making sure that everything that we're requesting a traditional, lender is going to ask as well in a more sophisticated way. So we're kind of prepping you into, really graduating to that level.
Thank you, Janet. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight that for all of you because it's so important to make sure that we're utilizing the resources that are available to us. I know there's a lot of times that we feel like the resources that are out there aren't really suited for small businesses, but there are resources that really do work, really do help you grow your capacity, provide you with knowledge and information so that you can really create that generational wealth and legacy that you're looking for you, for your business and for your family and for the community in which we live. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the additional services that we offer in terms of our contractor support services, particularly around bidding and so our bid support. We do attend pre-bids, and this is our way to get information about the upcoming opportunities that are out there so that we can share them with all of you. If you are enrolled in our program and you've been assigned a dedicated account manager, that account manager is out there looking for opportunities for you. That account manager is also going to assist you with contract and bid review. They're there to read through the plans to help you understand some of the terms and conditions that may be of risk to you. Things to think about when you are doing your go, no go, whether or not this is the project for you. We, again, do conduct a final bid review if this is something that you need additional support. We know a lot of businesses are a one-man, one-woman shop. You don't really have the additional back office support. So we are there to kind of, again, be that extra set of eyes. Next slide. If, in fact, a project is awarded to you, we do contract monitoring, and that does require us to help with providing some job start checklists, making sure that you're going to, kick it off on the right foot. We do status reports that are required as well, and that's with the owner, whether that owner be the agency or the prime contractor, as well as you, the principal, the contractor. We do check in with both of you to make sure that things are, running smoothly on the project. Again, we want to make sure that you are successful, that you start the project off and you complete the project off successfully. And so these are some of the other services that we provide. Billing and payment support are, helping you with your construction schedule. We do on-site visits. We also help with change order log review to make sure that you're capturing those change orders in the right way. Next slide. So all of these services that we offer are at no charge to you. The agency has City of LA, LA Metro, the County of Los Angeles are investing in small businesses. They understand there are a lot of barriers that prevent small businesses from bidding on their projects, and they want to provide assistance. So if you are not enrolled in our program, or if you are enrolled in our program and didn't realize some of the services that you're missing out on, please contact us at 213-258-3087. That's our main line, or you can send us an email. And I will hand it off to you, Vivian.
Hi, Lakeisha. Thank you so much. We appreciate all the valuable resources that you shared regarding CDAP. So next, we do have a contractor testimonial to share their CDAP journey with all of us today. We have Jacqueline Pruitt from Marvella Steel Placers.
My name is Jacqueline Pruitt. I'm president and CEO of Marvella Steel Placers. The program has been very instrumental in that, providing seminars, workshops, and training. The program has been very instrumental in that, providing seminars, workshops, and trainings in regards to bidding and estimating, how to get a bond, even what a bond was, why do you need a bond, and also contract review. Contract is very large and you have to pretty much have a lawyer look over it, but they've provided services to me to assist in going over the contract and getting a better understanding of what it is that I'm getting into. It's very important for the City of LA and Metro and other agencies to invest in this program and other programs like this. Although the program is free, it is very valuable to me in helping start my business and obtain bonding. I am very grateful for the services that have been provided and the care and support that were given by everybody at the program. I've had a wonderful experience with the contractor development and bonding program. I would suggest, I recommend, I refer everybody that I know that wants to start any type of business to this program because it has been very, very helpful and the growing and the development of my company. And I look forward to the days to come that we continue to grow and develop this company together. Had it not been for this program, I don't think that I would be as far along as I am today.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline. So this is something that we wanted to share with you today so we can show you that there is a real life testimonial, and we are going to go forward with a poll question for all of you that are in attendance. So let me. We'll actually be coming back to that poll question later today. So we're going to go ahead and welcome Sophia Cavalli, CIP Industry Relations from the Development Group at LAWA. Please welcome Sophia.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon with all of you. And I want to first begin by saying thank you so much to Meriwether and Williams and Councilmember Rodriguez for putting on this important training today. It's really critical that during this exciting time with billions and billions of dollars of contracting opportunities in Los Angeles, that the small business community certainly has the tools and resources and information they need to be successful. So with that, first slide. So as I've already stated, there are billions of dollars available right now and coming available in Los Angeles. And for Los Angeles World Airports, that's really no exception. We have a $30 billion transformational capital improvement program. And with this program, we have external transformation certainly happening at the airport with all of the new construction and construction that's planned in the future, but also we have internal transformation. So this afternoon, I'm going to be touching base on both of those, sharing some information a little bit about what's coming up. So the next slide actually does speak to the external transformation as far as our building. When you look at this slide here, there are 6 programs that are really comprising the future for us. So with these programs, Los Angeles has the largest and most complex capital improvement program. And so it really falls under these 6 buckets, starting with the Terminal Development Program, the Airport Development Program, LAX Wayfinding Program, which was just awarded very recently, the Landslide Access Modernization Program. And I'm sure for many of you that have gone to the airport, you're seeing the transformation taking place as it relates to the first project there, Automated People Mover System. Moving on to the Airfield Terminal Modernization Program, and then lastly here with the LAX Landscape Program. Now the next slide really shows where these various programs are falling. Next slide, please. So again, as the airport plans for projects to be operational by 2028 in time for the Olympics, projects are falling under these 3 categories of terminals. Again, the Landslide Access Improvement Program, which we just highlighted and spoke of, which includes the Automated People Mover, and airside, taxiway, and runways. So as you can see between these both slides, tremendous amount of contracting opportunities that are coming available. Next slide, please. So under our program, you can see, looking to the left here, looking back, you can see half of the program has already been allocated and allotted. Those projects, some are complete and some are currently in progress. And then to the right, looking forward, you can see what lies ahead. So a lot of opportunity. Again, $15 billion is a tremendous amount of opportunity with very varied subcontracting opportunities. And the airport is committed to including diverse small businesses in those opportunities. And we have a number of different programs that address that. So again, looking at how this 15 billion is comprised, with the largest share, Terminal 9, the architect and engineering component has been already contracted, and we're going to be looking to go out to the marketplace for the construction component, which is going to be a very large component. So I'll move on here as I know that we're limited for time. So next slide, please. So moving on to our internal transformation. So for the development group, as we are embarking on this $30 billion capital improvement program, which we're halfway through, looking to the future, it has been very important to us that we are making improvements internally and looking at our internal transformation for how we can provide additional ease and access for small businesses. What can we do to remove barriers for our trade partners in general? And so first and foremost here, the first bullet, outreach and transparency. So it's been absolutely critical for us that we have been convening different outreach events for industry well in advance before a procurement is released. And we've been partnering with Meriwether and Williams. So thank you very much for helping us do a number of events. We had quite a few last year. We have had several this year. We're going to have some more. And so these are critical opportunities for prime contractors as well as small diverse businesses to be able to network with each other well in advance before a solicitation goes out into the marketplace. So we know that that's vitally important, that small businesses are having that access. They're being able to have conversations and have early teaming opportunities, and also to be able to plan for the future. So, you know, what are some of the larger GCs? What are they interested? What are they aware of in terms of their own internal policies, their bonding requirements, their insurance requirements? So again, not leaving that to the last minute. Secondly, here, design and construction handbook. We're engaging the industry and getting that input. How can we streamline it, make it shorter? How can we get their input? And again, remove any kind of barriers. Prompt payment. We know that's vitally important for small businesses to have the access to capital as soon as possible, right? And not have delays in getting paid. So what we have done is we've actually created a prompt payment app that's been launched. And now we are literally tracking how long it takes LAWA to process an invoice once it's presented. So again, these are things that we are doing on our end. We're also looking at insurance requirements. One of the things that we have done as well. So for example, on service contracts, when we have multiple awards happening and we have small businesses that are part of those teams, we're not having any vendor, any business provide insurance until they actually get a purchase order. So again, that cost isn't incurred by a small business unless it's needed at the time that it's needed. We also have a contractor assessment tool. So this tool is used real time on our projects now moving forward. So while we are evaluating our partners on quality and safety and other components of a project, we're also looking at inclusivity. So as they are performing work, we're looking at how are they doing as it relates to the commitments that they made in terms of small business participation, capacity building, local workers, etc. So that's part of our tool now moving forward, which this assessment at the end of the project will be solidified, and then that certainly provides insight and will be weighed for future projects. And during the project, our partners have an opportunity to real-time make improvements. We're also looking to include micro businesses on specific projects, and we're looking at a specific criteria by project basis, and looking for all the ways that we can maximize economic impact for small businesses and local workers. The next item here, inclusivity and community impact. We are looking at including this in most of our procurements now moving forward. They have a component where we're asking our general contractors to have specific efforts for building the capacity of small diverse firms. And then we're looking at the next generation of leaders, the next generation of industry professionals, and also potential entrepreneurs ultimately. And so we're looking to have our general contractors provide internships and other educational programs. Next slide, please. So speaking in the area specifically around local workers and the impact that we're hoping to make, as you can see here on the slide, LAWA does have a project labor agreement, and that's been in place for quite some time now. And this is really the benefit that the community has been receiving. So when you look to the left here, over 24,000 local workers and families benefiting from those jobs, over 11 million hours, tremendous impact for local workers. This is certainly important to the development group in LAWA. We will be continuing to include project labor agreement requirements on our projects. Next slide, please. So as we focus on inclusivity now, again, it's been very important to make sure that as we are building out these projects, as we have this $15 billion remaining portion of our capital improvement program, we have a tremendous opportunity to make a lasting impact for the local residents and businesses of Los Angeles. So as we move forward, we are looking again at every project, every procurement on a project by project procurement basis to see how we can maximize that impact. So starting with specific requirements for small and diverse business participation. We're looking at staffing, how a team is put together to make sure that they have adequate members of their team and consultants, et cetera, to be able to carry out commitments towards economic impact. We're looking at mentor protege programs. Again, we already talked about that previously. Capacity building, what are the specific things that they're going to do? So each of you that are participating today, this is a benefit for you working on LAWA projects. You have the capacity and the ability to be able to participate in some of these programs. And these are part of the conversations that can take place in our early outreach events that we're having and those networking opportunities. What can our GC partners do to remove cash flow barriers? How can they pay small businesses sooner? What are their own invoicing terms, et cetera? So we're asking them to think outside of the box to do that. We're also looking for transformational programs for airport impact area residents falling under, workforce development, internship programs, scholarships. Again, we have so many different partners that are located around the airport, programs and organizations that are providing services. So how can our industry partners enhance and collaborate and further embed that into their projects? Community investment. We, again, have so many schools around the airport, different school districts, elementary, middle school, high school students that certainly can benefit from being exposed to different careers in the industry, as well as STEM learning opportunities. And then we're looking at, of course, the community at large. So what can general contractors do, thinking outside of the box to leave a lasting impact for local residents? And then, of course, here, the last bullet, again, local craft worker requirement, that making sure that all subcontractors that are working on our projects have a commitment to that 30%, at least 30% local worker at all tiers. And then we're asking our partners also to hire a minimum number of higher LAX graduates. And I'm going to talk about that program a little bit more. Next slide, please. So here we have a list of upcoming opportunities. We have opportunities that have already been awarded to some of our large GC partners. And here I really want to call out a couple of things. First, if you do not already have relationships with any of the large GCs that are listed there, with Hensel Phelps, with Skanska, with Flatiron, Swinnerton, W.E. O'Neill, or Webcor, please reach out to me and I will make an introduction for you. There are tremendous opportunities, both from a subcontracting perspective. Additionally, specifically, I also want to highlight that a number of these projects will have a disadvantaged business enterprise goal. So if you are not yet certified, I would strongly encourage you to consider getting certified, because right now the existing DBE pool is very limited and there aren't enough DBE firms right now for some of the projects here to even fulfill their DBE requirement. So there are these very specific carve-outs with specific goals on projects. So again, I strongly invite you to consider getting DBE certified. If you need assistance, please reach out to me and I will put you in contact with some various resources and I can walk you through a number of different things. So I definitely want to call that out. So again, you can see a number of projects already awarded and some that will be awarded. Wayfinding program that was just very recently awarded to Webcor within the last 30 days. And next slide, please. So if you are not already signed up with Ramp LA, I would strongly encourage you to do that as well. This is going to make you aware of all opportunities available for the city of Los Angeles. The next slide that I'm going to cover, which we're not going there just yet, is going to have a specific portal entry also just for LAWA. Right now, some of Los Angeles World Airport's opportunities are on ramp. We are in the process of migrating, but we're not fully there yet. So I would invite you to start here. And this way, you know that you can access all contracting opportunities for the city of Los Angeles as well as the airport. To the right here, the QR code is really for the development groups, our database. So as I mentioned, we have different outreach events. So we have industry events with general contractors and subcontractor networking opportunities. We also have other industry events on other topics related to the industry. So I would strongly encourage you to also sign up here. You can go to the QR code and sign up for our database. You will automatically get notified of those opportunities. Now, the next slide actually highlights here Bonfire. So this is exclusive to LAWA, that first QR code, and we are in the process of migrating to that platform, but we're not fully there. So we're currently in that process. Also below, you can see the QR code there to sign up there. This is going to give you access to all of our projects, an 18-month look ahead. So you can access this and keep track of things that are coming up, and make yourself aware of those. This is consistently updated, so you can be checking this link or the QR code over and over again as things continue to get updated. So I wanted to make sure you have that information. And next slide, please. So closing things up here, again, I just want to highlight really where we're focusing. So we're, again, focusing on each and every one of you having maximum opportunities to participate on projects. That includes mentor-protege opportunities, partnering with the industry, and other opportunities for capacity building. Now, Hire LAX, I said I would speak to this. This is the airport's pre-apprenticeship readiness program, and we are very proud of this program. So this program in particular has individuals that are going to go through, they go through a very extensive program. It's on their time, they're not paid. And then when they graduate, they have OSHA certification, they have CPR certification. So for any of you that are interested in hiring first apprentices or apprentices in general, this is a wonderful resource for you. There are also community partners that are part of this program that cover funding them into various union apprenticeship programs. So again, this is a wonderful program that the airport has been investing in for a number of years now, and just really can't speak enough to the benefit that this provides for local workers and individuals that might normally enter the trades. And so again, we're going to continue emphasizing local worker hiring and then the youth component of internships. So the next slide really has my information. So again, I strongly encourage you to reach out to me if you've got any questions, if I can provide you information and make introductions for you with some of our large general contractor partners, or put you in contact with resources and information about getting DBE certified or other certifications, please reach out. So with that, again, thank you very much, Meriwether and Williams and Councilmember Rodriguez. It's been a pleasure.
You're on mute, Vivian. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you, Sophia, for being an amazing industry leader, and we appreciate you sharing the fantastic opportunities the development group has in the pipeline. We look forward to having our CDAP contractors join in all the fun. So next up from the City of LA Public Works, BCA, we are honored to have Hong Tu, Management Analyst, speak on behalf of the Bureau of Contract Administration. Please welcome Hong. Hi, Hong, you're on mute.
Oh, oh my God. Sorry about that.
No
Hi,
worries.
hi there. I'm from Department of Public Work, from LA City. We're part of the Bureau of Contract Administrations. I'm part of the certification team. We do certifications for LA City specifically, and many that Alawa just talked about. So I'll be going over those, but I want to first thank Meriwether for hosting and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez for inviting us to this event. Okay, the next slide. Thank you. So what are certifications? So this is just ownership-based certification that we're going to list out for you to see what we do at LA City Public Work. We provide MBE, WBE, DBE, ACDBE, and the LAWA, DBBE, and from LAWA. So we certify all of this. You know, if you are from a disadvantaged group, such as being a woman, Black American, Hispanic American, Native American, Asian Pacific American, subcontinent Asian Americans, I advise you to go ahead and try to apply for the minority business enterprise. Like right now, there are a lot of, a lot of opportunities available because of the upcoming events. There's in 2026, we have the FIFA World Cup, and 2028, we have the Olympics. So there's a lot of many big events. And right now we are pushing to create a list where small businesses locally located in LA City or LA County, where we can identify and verify, so that when these people come to our city and they need business, we would have a list for them, where they could reach out to the minority group, the disadvantaged group, the women, business enterprise, so that they could pick out from that pool. Next slide, please. And there's also our main one, which is our bread and butter one. That's only LA City. It's location based. What we offer is called the LBPP. It's a local business preference program. It includes or encompasses three certification in. The first one would be LBE, which is a local business enterprise. This one would just require you to be in the city or in the county. It's only location based. So all businesses in LA County will be qualified for this. We only accept, verify address. We don't accept like PO boxes or mail boxes and such, or any virtual addresses because of COVID. Many of those have popped up. But we want to verify and legitimize business. So that's why we kind of want to push for a real physical address. I know there's a lot of privacy issue when people want to apply for LBE, but they want to use like a PO box instead. We recommend to switch the mailing and address and let the certification, which is us doing the certification, know that you want privacy, that you're worried about your privacy being put out there to the public. And we also provide LSB. So if you're under 5 million, you will qualify for local small business. This will qualify you for many things, such as being local business enterprise. Small business enterprise proprietary, which LAWA, Port of LA, DWP. I think, yeah, those big three. I think any proprietary department, big department will recognize you if you have LSB under 5 million. And there's also something called the LT, which is a local transitional employer program. Basically, anyone who has been incarcerated, been homeless, been in poverty, or is on state benefits that want to transition. We offer this LTE certification to businesses who employ about 10% of their workforce with transitional employees. And all these, they have the benefit of having LBE or LSB or LTE certification is that you will be monetized. There's a monetized, money incentives for this. So there's a certain percent that you gain from having all of these certification. And when you're doing bids and try and get contracts, it'll be counted towards, your bid against your competitor. So it's an edge to have that we're all pushing for at the Bureau of Contract Administrations for all the small local business to have, and it'll help you when time comes for bidding. Next slide, please. Okay, so these are also recognition program. Like I said before, small business enterprise proprietary. This is recognized by DWP, LAWA, and POLA. It's basically, there's no certification for it, but if you get the LSB certification from our LBPP program, you get this one automatically. This is proprietary. And the one for the LA City, which is small business enterprise, Los Angeles, that's also given if you're certified, with the LSB business. I know it's a bit confusing from all these certifications, but on our website there is like a basically like a chart where they tell you which certification you get and where they'll be recognized. So for LA City, we all use this one marketplace called RAM. It's a regional alliance marketplace where everyone within LA County and around the region put all their bids or contracts on, available for everyone who is registered as a small business on there to see what's going on and what's being bid and what's being awarded. So it's very transparent. And if you have any of these certification, especially like MBE, WBE, or DBE, a lot of clients will be looking out for you because like what you say, Sophia. A lot of them are looking for DBE position to be filled up because the pool is very small and DBE is very hard to get certified. It does take a while. It could go on from 3 months to 6 months. So once you're certified, you're gonna be good to go, and there's gonna be a lot of opportunities that open up for you. And also, just to go through the whole slide, there's also EBE. It's something that you automatically get if you're a small business ending under 5 million. It's an emerging business enterprise. There's also DVBE for disabled veteran business enterprise, and it's certified through the general services. So that's something that you get recognized through us also. And if they're looking for LGBTE certification, we will certify you through this other website that's provided by the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce. So yeah. Next slide, please. So how to apply. So right now, I think a few years ago, we were using LA Babin. Now it's been changed to RAMP. I hope everyone has heard of a RAMP and is used to it already. So RAMP is, it's the regional procurement area marketplace. Make sure you register, make sure you have an account and your business on there. There's for application, the only mail-in that we require will be the MB and WVE in our website at bcalacity.org or .gov now. They do have the printable for you, so you print it out. Make sure you read everything. There's requirements, check off everything. Make sure you check off all the boxes and include all the attachment. This one is still by mail or hard copy, and then we'll reach out to you if there's any any additional information that we need. That could be through email instead. Everything else should be online. DBE, ACDVE, we all go through this website, or it'll point you to some place called LA City Diversity Software, and it's a CUCP, basically like it's like a unified program that allows, that tells you who's going to certify you, and you can apply for LA City you could apply with LA City or any other department that does it. But LA City does it for does these online. For RAP LA, let's see, for the LBPP program, it's all in RAMP LA. DVBE, it's on RAMP LA also. And the Harbor is self-certification because their certification or the requirements very broad, and they cover about all the counties around LA also. So that one's self-certification. This one's really easy to get if you're a small business, and I think there's not many requirement for it. Thank you. Next. I just want to let everyone know that we have a event coming up. It's Accessing LA Team Whip in-person event. It's on May 20th. I think it's in Little Tokyo. It's the hall next to it. It's the National Museum. There you go, the Japanese American National Museum. It's basically an event where there's gonna be panelists there. I think the councilman from 2nd District and councilwoman from the 4th District will be there. Our commissioner is gonna be there also to answer any question. They're gonna give advice on, provide you with advice on how to compete against other competitors, on how to bid, how you should present yourself to the awarding authority and such, and what you should have, just basically more information on more information on what you should be certified on, just to be ready, for applying to get a contract with the city. Yeah, and we also do other events throughout the year. We have something called Bill With, where we have it's for construction companies where they get to matchmake. So we're gonna have like contractors with prime contractor and sub vendors come together at an event, and they're networking and such. So it's good to know who your you know who who the primes are and who the subcontractors are. So that way, if there's anything you guys need, it's good to connect because that's still how business work, even though we have this whole regional marketplace. Like earlier today at the at our event at Selmar. It's a business a regional event this morning, and a lot of people are coming to us, even though they get certification. They get like all the certification, their LBPP, their MB, WB. They're asking why haven't anyone reach out to them? Why haven't there been any like opportunities for them? And I told them it's like, have you made yourself visible to other people? Have you met like your prime? Have even though you're certified, you still have to go out there and present yourself and get the business. We create the tool for connecting, but you also have to present yourself. And when there's no opportunity, let's go look for opportunity or present opportunities to the departments. But yeah, if you're interested in learning more about uh, what the city is planning to do or where the city wants to go. These are good event, and you can go to Accessing LA to get more information, re-register for a newsletter, and it's just something to keep up if you want to be more involved with the city. And I think that's about it. And here's our website right here at bcalacity.org, and you can find us under the certification tab. If there's any questions, you could email us at bcacertificationlacity.org. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Hong. We appreciate all the necessary and important information regarding the City of LA Public Works certification process. Up next, we have the amazing Angela Russa, a civil engineer with the Port of LA. Please welcome Angela.
It's Ragusa. It's okay. Hi.
Sorry about that, Angela.
It's okay. I just was like, huh, that's weird. You did get it right that I am amazing, so that's okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and get started. My name is Angela Ragusa. I'm a civil engineer at the Harbor Department. Next slide. We have at least 5 upcoming projects that we'll be advertising this summer. I'll go into detail on each one, ranging from $4 million to the largest one being about $15 million with different varying levels of grant funding. Next slide. So the North Gaffey Street beautification project, we're anticipating advertising next month, construction cost of $4.1 million. Subcontracting opportunities include demolition, asphalt paving, landscaping, hardscaping, concrete paving, fencing, electrical, earthwork, excavation, striping, pavement marking, and signage. This project is a combination of work with Caltrans pedestrian pathway and North Gaffey Street beautification to install walkways and pathways for residential use or community. Can you go to the next slide? The next project is the on-call 2024-2026 marine improvements contract. It's an on-call contract. We award to a prime, and there are subcontracting opportunities, including pile wrapping, concrete contractor, work construction and repair, different marine facilities, pile driving, storm drain, demolition, hazardous waste disposal, cleanup, fencing, diving, trucking, asbestos and lead assessment and abatement. Next slide. The next project is our berths 238, 239 marine oil terminal engineering and maintenance, PBF energy, wharf construction. Cost estimate is $35 million, anticipated advertising July of 2024. Other subcontracting opportunities for this project, again, include asbestos and lead, remediation, assessment, and abatement. There's some electrical work on this project, demolition, earthwork, and excavation. Excuse me, next slide. The next project is our Berth 302, 305 on-dock rail yard expansion. This includes the installation of on-dock rail, lots of phasing, demolition, earthwork excavation. This project does have some grant funding. The construction cost estimate is $52 million. Other subcontracting includes signage, asphalt, concrete paving, fencing, striping, and pavement marking. The last one is again another MOTEMS project at a different terminal. Next slide. Sorry, I'm moving fast because I know we're limited on time. It's the Berth 167, 169. Again, another MOTEM shell, phase 2, construction cost estimate of about $10 million. Advertising in August 2024. Wharf work, subcontracting, including demolition, earthwork and excavation, installation of steel pipe piles, concrete wharf construction, mooring dolphins, rubber fenders, electrical, and lighting. I'd like to thank, thank the Meriwether and Williams Insurance for putting this presentation together. The port is also committed to small businesses and recognizes that this significant community resource can contribute to the growth of the Port of Los Angeles and provide economic benefits for the city of Los Angeles. The port has set an overall goal of 25% for small business participation in port contracts, including 5% very small business enterprise and participation. We're also committed to maximizing opportunities for local and regional businesses, as well as encouraging local and regional businesses to locate and operate within the Southern California region. It is the port's policy to support an increase in local and regional jobs. The port's local business preference program aims to benefit the Southern California region by increasing jobs and expenditures within the local and regional private sector. I've included some links on where we advertise our projects in Planet Bids. We also have the CD Bond website to talk about how to do business with the port. We also use RAMP. And then the next slide is just my contact information if anybody has any questions. But that is it for me.
Thank you so much, Angela. We appreciate you joining us today and sharing on upcoming project opportunities with the Port of LA. Now for final remarks and leading us into our Q&A portion, please welcome back Lakeisha Bearden with CDAP.
Thank you, everyone. I want to give a special thank you to Councilmember Monica Rodriguez's office, as well as Marie Rusamsi, Sophia Cavalli with LAWA, Hung To with BCA, Angela Rugaskas with Port of Los Angeles. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to provide us with some valuable information regarding the programs that you have available in your departments, with your agency, and we can't do this without the partnership and the collaboration that all of you bring to our workshop. So we want to just thank you again to the Councilwoman for ensuring that these types of platforms are available to her constituents and to the rest of the community at large. Are there any questions for us today?
Really quickly, Lakeisha, we're going to go ahead and ask one poll question before we get into the Q&A portion.
Okay, sounds good.
So let me go ahead and share that. So what topics would you like to hear in our next workshop?
Good seeing you.
We'll give everyone a couple more seconds. Okay, thank you everyone for answering this. And now we'll go ahead and get into the Q&A portion, which is going to be led by our CDM, Carla Talisi. Go ahead, Carla.
We didn't have any questions as of now. We just received that question of if everyone will receive a copy of the presentation. And then as far as the chat, we didn't have any additional questions.
Okay, great. Yes, we will be sending a copy of the slide deck with all the presentations today, all the contact info from all our industry partners. So that will be going out no later than next Monday. And we'll be sending that your way. And then I'll send this back to Lakeisha.
All right, well, again, thank you, Councilwoman Rodriguez, Marie Rumsey, and Sophia Cavalli. I want to make sure I don't butcher everyone's name. Hong To and Angela Ragusa. Thank you all for participating, and thank all of you, contractors and small businesses, for being here today. We value all of you. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.